So the code is completed. We got the results as well from the code. I discussed this in a very detailed way in the previous lectures, and this whole methodology it is covered in this book as well. Um, Make sure it is volume first, so maybe sooner or later I will include the second volume, which will be final volume for other modifications, and perhaps I will try to only include the Python codes instead of this much explanation that I included here. And let's go to ABAQUS. So we imported that amplitude here, and we also mentioned about the flags. These were the flags that we considered here, and these flags are now important here. So actually, um, now if I go to the loads module here, before that I go to mesh and let's check the seeding ratio, apply them. So let's make them 15. I'm assuming a simple contact area. I'm not making it a complex scenario. It's a simple simulation. Maybe if I continue it with a detailed course in the next video, or perhaps include some modifications, so that would be perfect. But this simulation is now according to what we have done here. So let's go to this region only, this one, and go to Tools, Surface Manager, and create a surface based on the mesh. It is um, assume contact type area, right? It's not correct. I'm assuming it here. So let's say this is the region I want to apply this load on, right? So let's go back to the load, and here in the load section, let's assume I'm applying a 1 ampere load on it. Sorry, 0.25 ampere load, and okay, O- OP25 load, and it's 0.25, and there's going to be one, sorry, 0.25, and this is now the amplitude. This amplitude is generated from this integration module that I mentioned in the previous lectures with this code, this detailed code here. So that's done. Now let's click on OK, and okay, going to um, we don't need to define anything else. Let's go to job and create a job, test job, and 500 cycles, right? And click on OK. Now let's apply a data check. Click on yes, and yeah. So this is now the detail about this project, and maybe we will be getting some warnings, so we need to uh, remove these. Going to introduction, and sorry, going to load, and Mm, here it's okay. We don't need these degree of freedoms anymore, and I will apply a data check here. Then okay, right? So the data check is completed. I can write an input file as well, and here I I will find this input file in this folder. So let's create a folder and call it jobs. And I have two files of Python that I will paste here, and I will take this input file, right, and put it here in this folder, right. Now I need to submit this job. So that's the job name, and it is submitted here. I will look into this file, wait for it, and then after that I will double click on monitoring its status, so which means that the analysis is completed successfully, and I have to check the loads and click on here. So for the amplitude I mentioned here in the code as well that we are going to uh, scale it down. So yeah, okay. Now in the next video I will scale this amplitude that we have generated and use it back here. Or if I uh, don't want to scale it, I can do something like this. Go to the step, and in the step, since I have this module, uh, the load step, this generated code that we included here in this protocol, I can do it like this as well. Since the last increment is 9,999, so I can make it 1,000,1. This will work for me. I can use symmetric, right? So anyway, let's do it like this. Click on uh, write input file, and when I create this input file, I am going to check this over here. So all good. Um, for the steps, for the load, everything is okay. Yeah. So let's copy it and go back to job folder, paste it here, and submit job. I need to this code will go away, and I have to relaunch this one again, because as soon as I enter Y and replace, perhaps this code will not work. So I will need to look here. So you can see nah, that's okay. Perfect. So now it's working, and this is something I was looking for. I don't need to use this ABAQUS file anymore, so I will just save the results here, and it's working fine. Let's go to okay. So after that we have this. We also did this demonstration, and we got this cyclic threading protocol here. This code is available in this book, so when you purchase this book, you will automatically get this code as well. Anyways, it's going to complete quickly. I can launch the Abacus viewer as well. So let's see what's going on. If we open the file, and let's see what's happening. So we have those flags. Um, This is active flag of application of tire load. This is the residual stress. And if we look at the strain, we have residual strains and active strain, then residual strains. So let's see what's going on. We have to wait for it until it is completed. And if I look at here, for this repetitive loading in y direction, we can notice here as well. So you can see here the residual deformation. Anyways, I won't make it difficult for ABAQUS to follow. However, if we look into the behavior of the structure, we have some flags here involved, and once this is completed, I will be able to demonstrate that how much deformation we are getting at those cycles. So I have a plan to create a loading protocol cycles here.